Welcome to Hey Real Quick. This episode brought to you by ice. Bags of ice.
Yeah.
Buy them.
It's hot. Sit on them.
Sit on them.
Yeah.
Dump them on your head.
Right.
Ice bucket challenge. We don't know. It is hot.
It's hot.
Outside.
Heat Dome. I have 2 tickets. I'm already at the event. Yeah, I don't know. I guess half the world, here's what we're saying. Push fluids. You know what I'm saying? Gatorade, watered down Gatorade, I don't know, unsweet tea, whatever you got, you need to be drinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going outside, shade, lots of breaks.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like the weather people at the local news, really push those fluids. You don't want to be out in the peak of the day with the heat and all that, yard work in the early morning, but it's
ridiculous. I don't know if for those of you who don't live in the Southeast or
the Northeast, honestly, they're burning up too, but whatever. Yeah.
All you listeners on another planet, it's hotter here on Earth.
Yeah.
Man, we took our dogs for a walk this morning at maybe 8 o'clock. Let's beat the heat.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Try to stay in the shade.
Mm-hmm.
We were sweating 5 minutes in. Easy.
Yeah. Through your clothing. Everybody needs a cold shower, including the dogs. Yeah.
It's I think today is supposed to get up to 106, 107, the heat index.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. I read if you want to feel like your dog, put on a fur coat
and walk outside.
And barefoot and then go on your walk. You know how they feel.
Yeah. I always hear that if you're supposed to put your hand on the street.
Yeah.
Wash it after. That's gross. But put your hand down on the street, and if it's oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Don't take your dog for a walk.
No. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's sad, but it's it's too much. It's too much heat.
I'm good with 90. If it's 90, I'm okay, we can get through this.
But the actual temperature's upper 90.
Yeah, and when it feels over 100.
Yeah, people are I'm going to have to alter my plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it feels like outside because I ain't going.
I'm not in there. Yeah. That's when you're just thankful for your HVAC.
But then you're scared it's going to go out.
Everybody's a little nervous because we're all kind of trying to run it a little more conservatively than we would have, because you're well, you want to cool it, but you don't want to blow it out. The HVAC companies are here we go, guys.
Yeah, buckle up. We're about to make $1 billion and be busy.
Cue up the Gatorade. But yeah, seriously.
Which, I don't like that. I thought about that this morning. I saw something on the news, and it was be smart with your HVAC, and you know, we don't want to have a blackout. Use too much power.
Yeah.
Go to a restaurant. It's 45 degrees in there.
Okay,
you need a
can we talk
sweatshirt.
about that for a minute? Yeah.
It can be a heat wave.
Yeah.
Go to the mall. Whatever. It's freezing inside giant buildings.
Yeah.
Freezing.
I will say this. Sunday, I went to Opry Mills like a crazy person.
Opry Mills is most people know what that is.
2 miles a mall where Opryland used to be.
Yeah.
What's up, Nashville? But I had a gift card from my birthday, so I went over there to see if I could spend it. And I will tell you this. The heat dome had already started, and you could feel it in the mall.
Oh, it's hot in the mall?
I was trying on clothes, and I was like, woo. And then I came out, and the lady was like, it's hot in the store. And she said, I heard it's hot out in the mall, where you're walking. I was like, yeah, it's kind of I was like, it's because everything's having to work so hard. All those units on top of the building. Are you kidding me? Just out in the middle of the sun. It was hot. But the restaurants have got to cool it with the cooling, because I went on my lunch break the other day, sat in a restaurant, and wished I had a parka. And it's June. I mean, I think it's overkill.
I get it in December. Oh, it's a little cool in here.
Yeah, but it's wasteful. And I don't want to go there because I'm cold.
Every time.
They used to not have them that cold.
Every time we go out to eat.
Yeah.
Braxton doesn't take one. He runs kind of hot.
Yeah.
But everybody else in the family, Robin's always cold.
Yeah.
She has a sweatshirt that says it, always cold.
Yeah.
But even now, I get a sweatshirt. Carter gets a sweatshirt. We all throw it in the car.
Yeah.
take it in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Usually we always put it on.
Was that happening in 1999?
I don't think so.
Even 2001? No, it wasn't.
And
No, it
I'm-
wasn't. Places were not that cold. I don't know what's happening. I know I sound 85, but it's making me crazy.
This is going to be a ranty episode, which is unlike all the others.
Tee it up.
But
Yeah.
I will say, and I've heard it before,
Yeah.
and I'll go and tell you, I don't want to hear it again. When I go in a restaurant and
Yeah.
people say, well, it's because the workers, they're running around and they're working real hard and, they want to keep them comfortable and like,
I get it. I
got-
don't want them sweating in my food.
I got news
but
for you.
Yeah.
You ain't digging no ditch.
Yeah.
You're carrying a plate of food to me, the customer, who used to always be right, but is apparently now always cold. But like,
And I look weird because I'm in a fur coat.
yeah, I got an idea. If you're getting paid to work here and you're paid to bring me my food, I don't know, maybe if you bust a little sweat every now and then, it's not the end of the world. There's people that work outside,
Yeah.
dig ditches,
Yeah.
cut grass, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
there was people putting on a roof 3 doors down. Not the band. The other day. Are they still a thing? Guess
I
not.
don't know.
I don't think they ever were. But anyway, they were up on a house where the roof is. And I was like,
Yeah.
yet a server can't be like, whew, what is
know.
it, 76 in here? I can't deliver this steak.
No. Yeah, but
Sorry.
it's too much. And the movies. Can we cool it with, like, people are bringing comforters.
Oh, yeah, we freeze. Robin takes a blanket.
Yeah, I get it.
And we got a sweatshirt on.
And
What are
then
we
you go
watching?
outside and your glasses fog up, and then you got to take everything off because it feels like you're in a wet blanket because you went back and you're like, I'm dying of heat. This is weird. I'm telling you, this is new. It's a new phenomenon.
I'm waiting for
I'll explain
AMC to sell like AMC
Oh, yeah.
heated blankets.
Yeah.
Do you want to rent a blanket for the movie?
Gross. What is
First
this,
of
a
all,
plane?
disgusting. No.
Yeah.
And they ain't got no servers. They don't
No.
run around. Well, I guess they do have.
Yeah, people who are going
That's
to
the biggest cop out. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
People are working. What do you expect?
Oh, you don't
them
want to
actually-
sweat? Well, then
I can-
quit.
I sweat sometimes if I'm working or doing
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
That's weird
Anywho.
how, yeah, but you go like, this got heated
Yeah.
about being cold. But yeah, people go out for like a nice anniversary meal or
And
like
they're
like a
freezing.
nice supper. Like,
Yeah.
some people don't go out a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, we're going to go to a nice restaurant. We're
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's wearing a nice dress or whatever. And then
Oh,
you go
yeah.
and like, well, I'm going to put on a parka because
Yeah. Yeah, because can you get my wool dress coat? Or the other option is, would you like to sit out on our patio? Or would you like to lose 5 pounds and get Zika virus before we bring you your appetizer? So we got Arctic tundra
right.
versus like
Sauna.
Amazon rainforest.
Yeah. Would you
And-
like to sit in the infrared sauna with the wobbly table?
Would you like flies with your meal? And I don't mean French fries. I mean flies on your. I'm not a big outside eating person unless it's like April,
At the
May.
beach? At the beach?
At the beach, there's a wind, there's a breeze.
when it's not cooler.
Fall, I don't mind it. Fall out on the patio, I'll whatever.
60 to 80.
Summer,
60 to 80
why
degrees
are
I'll eat
people
outside.
like obsessed? Can we sit on the patio? Oh, you can have the whole patio.
Yeah, you can have a heat stroke wherever you want, just not in the restaurant because you're going to have a hypothermia. Yeah.
Anyway, it's too opposite.
Can I send my steak back and can I go with it and get on the grill and warm up and come back and finish my salad?
Anyway, it is a heat dome.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
so hot.
That's what you do. If you're really hot outside,
Yeah.
you ain't got no pool, you ain't got no way to cool off, go to a Mexican restaurant
Yeah.
and just get
Go to Panera.
get a basket of chips and a water.
Yeah.
You'd be
right.
freezing in 5 minutes.
Yeah, Panera there. Yeah.
They're all cold. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
That's where half
Anywho.
your money's going. Is the HVAC bill? How come Outback went out of business? Well,
They had to pay NES.
Yeah.
They're done. Yeah.
were you eating in an igloo? This is insane.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. On the way here, though, I saw 2 people, and it's hot. It's like a weekday. It is so hot. It was 8:30 in the morning.
Were they riding road bikes? Sorry.
Hold, please. Hold, downloading. So they were 55 plus because I can recognize a little bit how old people are because I'm early 50s. But
They were peers.
in those sitting, shut up. They were in those sitting down bikes where they're reclining, like almost laying back,
Was there a flag on the back?
biking down Wilson Pike. A guy and a man and a woman. And I was like, first of all, that makes my neck hurt. It's like you're reading your iPad at a weird angle with not enough pillows in the bed, except for you're biking, and it's too hot. And what if you have to make sudden movements? You're basically laying down. It's the paddle boat
Yeah.
of bikes, which you want to do something that gets you nowhere. Get on a paddle boat.
A pedal boat.
Paddle?
Pedal.
Oh, is it pedal?
Pedal boat, you just spin it. It's just
Oh, it's not a paddle. It's a pedal. Yeah, like
yeah. A pedal boat is just like, hey, you want to do a
yeah. You want to
like
just sit and kind of like sort of turn a little bit in this boat?
you want to do a burnout in the middle of this pond and not go anywhere? It's like the power braking a boat.
It's weird, but I was like, A, it's too hot for that. B, I don't understand the laying down bicycle.
It's like
bicycle? That's a new word. Bicycle.
It's when you ride a bike and you're sick of it. Yeah, no, it's a. Well, I've seen them.
Have you
But
seen these people?
I've seen those
Yeah.
people, and it's like I love riding a bike, but I love sitting in my lazy boy. Is there any way?
It's just interesting.
I'd fall asleep.
Yeah. And like you're on Wilson Pike, you got to be alert. People flying up in here.
And
know
what
I'm
do you
saying?
look? You're leaning back. What are you looking at? Squirrels? You can't even see traffic coming.
No, but they're on the sidewalk.
They have
Yeah.
like a big flag, like they're in the dunes. You know?
Yeah, right.
It's like, well, maybe if your bike wasn't 3 inches above the ground, we could see you coming.
Yeah, I like a little more control than that. Like if somebody swerves, well,
Yeah.
what happened, ma'am? Well, I was already laying down, so I couldn't make.
I try to put my footrest down before I hit that intersection. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to bash on
Yeah.
bikers,
Yeah,
but I've said it before. What is it? Because they say share the road.
share the
Share the-
load.
sh- no,
Sorry,
sh- share-
I know.
share the road,
It's
right?
Lord of the Rings.
Which I always said, okay,
Yeah.
go the speed limit. So if there's rules,
right? Yeah,
you know, if I'm supposed to share the road, maybe you should go close to the speed limit.
yeah.
Or maybe you shouldn't just blow through intersections because you're on the bike. You seen them people?
Oh yeah, no, that's wrong. That's
Everybody
not, that's
stopped,
not
and
sharing
they're
the
like-
law either. Yeah.
They're like, well, I'm wearing tight pants and all my stuff, Tour de Franklin, and you just roll through like nobody else matters.
You're like, this is Concord Road.
Which, if you want to exercise, that's fine. I saw a dude, he had everything on. It was like he was sponsored.
Yeah, by 7 people. You're like, you're in Brentwood. What are you doing?
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, it was like he was in a I'm like, where are the
Yeah.
rest of the,
Yeah.
what do they call
Where's
it?
the tour to something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done dropped your pillow and your ton. There ain't no Peloton here. It's just you. You're the
Yeah.
only dude with the weird shaped Spaceballs helmet. He was on a hybrid bike. It
Oh.
had
Oh,
a battery with it. Why do you need wind resistance if you can
have a motor.
also
Yeah.
hit the motor?
Yeah. That's all kind of
I was like,
cheaty right there. Yeah.
and they all, sorry, just sweating. I'm like, dude, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
I
I'm
can't
sorry if
either.
anybody listening is big into riding bikes.
We know. I mean, we know some people that ride
Well,
bikes.
I can't do it.
I can't do it either. I can't ride a leisure bike.
I can ride a leisure bike, but I can't.
I can't do it anymore.
Have you seen traffic?
Yeah, it's nutso.
Yeah, I ain't getting out there on a stick.
No,
and two
it's
wheels.
risking your life. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Don't do it. Just stay
It'd be
inside. Go to the Y where they're blaring. That's another thing. You can go to the gym and be like, I'm freezing. I got to start out with a parka. I got 2 sweatshirts on. And
Yeah.
I got to heat up. Well, it's for the people working out because they're sweating.
We used to go to the Y,
Mm-hmm.
and we quit. Number one, we didn't go, and number two,
Yeah.
it's too expensive, especially
Yeah.
when you don't go.
Yeah.
So we joined the Williamson County Rec Center,
Oh yeah,
which
yeah.
is basically like a Y, but way cheaper. So I took both boys. I was like, well, we'll go
Yeah.
work out and
Right.
Get on some machines. I'll show you how to use stuff. So we go. The gym is such an awkward place.
It is.
And I was like, oh, it'd be fun. We'll go, work out. I'm like, we'll just, take turns. I'll show you how to do this machine. And,
Yeah.
and their machines were a little weird. It was
Uh-huh.
like a machine, but it kind of used your body weight too.
Oh,
And like your kind of, they were just awkward.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like these. But then there's always some dude that's just, I'm like, are you still, there was a guy using the weight bench or the bench press. I was like, are you still on that? And he's like, oh, I just go one more. I'm like, okay, it's fine. No rush. Whatever. I'm just here with my kids.
Can we watch you and then rate how each one goes? 9.78.
Do you want us to count? But then he does this thing and he's like, I'm all done.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, awesome.
Cool.
And then you go over there and like, well, that was, at least he told us when he was done. Then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, your sweat stain from your
Yeah.
head's still there. That's cool.
Let me go get this 409 over here.
You got to sanitize everything.
Yeah. It's a little bit.
It's just awkward.
What are we? Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
And it's not
It
supposed to be
isn't.
like competitive. But
no,
it's
but I'm looking around. I'm
It's
like, I
competitive.
can't do that.
And then I'll tell you, if you want to mess with somebody,
Mm-hmm.
get on, especially if you do machines. I'll tell you what you do.
Yeah.
You get on the machines, do your little leg extensions, whatever.
Yeah.
And then right when you're done, kind of covertly take that little pin out
Yeah.
and
Put it way
slam
down
that buddy down there like 300 and just walk off and be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Just so the next dude.
Yeah.
It's like, what the?
Or you see a middle-aged woman on one of those elliptical and it's smoking. Like, don't mess with a middle-aged woman on an elliptical machine.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah. I'm like, you win.
I can't do that thing.
Yeah.
I've never understood wanting to, I guess, run in place or indoor.
Mm-mm.
Like, I just don't.
When it was so hot,
I
years and
guess.
years ago, I would go the Y.
Yeah. Or maybe if I was at a Mexican restaurant and they had an elliptical machine, I'd be like, I'll go warm up.
I need to heat up.
That's what they ought to do.
Yeah. While you're waiting for your stuff,
Can I get
chips
some
and
more chips?
salsa on the treadmill. There
I'm
you
saying.
go. The drips, that's going to be rough. You just have to clean it off, dripping the salsa.
Yeah.
It's bad enough on a menu, but there's a little bit on the belt.
Which to totally derail the menus.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
To me, a menu is like a remote at a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
And I love it because you go and they're like, and then just hand them to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you want our,
You want to rub your hands on this real good before you start eating chips and salsa?
we have all these books we haven't wiped off in 17 years.
Yeah.
Take a look.
Or they have wiped it off and you're like, the Pine Sol is still Pine Soling. When you pick it up, your eyes start burning. It's like, can we get a happy medium? No. Mm-mm. It's either covered in full bleach or...
Have you decided what antibiotic you're going to need next week? No? May I suggest? Yeah, it doesn't matter because I got it.
We've already caught the bacteria. I got it when I opened my straw. Thanks.
Yeah, I don't do straws either.
See, I do straws because when somebody sets down the cup,
Oh, they're hand. Yeah.
I'm going to need a straw stat.
Yeah, see, I'm weird because I'm a germaphobe.
But you don't do the straws?
I don't like I hate drinking out of straws.
Oh, my goodness.
First of all, it's bad for the planet
Well, it's horrible for the planet. You've got that right.
because that sea turtle.
But
and then-
no sweet tea should be drunk out of a straw.
No,
Yeah, that's
Nothing should
that's
be drunk out of a straw.
sacrilegious.
nothing.
Oh, no. A Coke Zero out of a straw.
Uh-uh.
Ooh.
So everything's better without a straw. It tastes plasticky. You can't drink it fast enough. Like if you're really thirsty,
Oh, uh-huh. Okay.
like if you're really thirsty and you have a giant glass of ice water
Unless you're
and
at
it's
McDonald's,
110
which-
degrees outside,
Yeah.
nobody's like, can I get a straw? No, you're about like spilling that all over your face as you're drinking it.
Remember McDonald's straws, though? I haven't been there in about a decade.
Oh, the big ones?
They had big straws with the yellow and the red stripe on there.
Yeah. And like Sinbad said, you be
Yeah.
get that milkshake and then you get excited
Get
because you
that
see it
vein.
come out of the straw, that big vein come out of your forehead.
I love that so much. Oh, my gosh.
Which,
Man.
yeah, yeah, I'm not a straw person.
Man. Okay.
I just roll with it on that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume they wash the glass.
You gotta have a little bit of germs, otherwise you're gonna be sick all the time. You know,
Right.
you gotta have some kind of immunity. So maybe that's your thing.
That's true.
Let me rub this menu. You sure? Yeah, I didn't get a flu shot this year. I'm gonna do that instead.
Yeah. Which, if you are hot
Mm-hmm.
and you're outside, just go to Italy. Have you seen that?
No, what's
Where they're
going
doing
on there?
they're mad because there's too many tourists.
Okay.
Like the people at not the Vatican, the Louvre.
Yeah.
They just shut down, like, we ain't working. So, like,
the actual people in it. They're like, bye bye.
well, they're saying, like, it's
too much.
It's too many visitors. Like, they can't keep up. They're
How do they
understaffed.
cap it? You know what I mean? Like once they get to this many visitors, it's closed for the day until more people leave.
But it's also, I guess, it's kind of like capping the whole country. Because they're kind of like,
because people fly there to go see that.
when everything gets more expensive, and if you live there, I can't afford it.
Yeah, welcome to Nashville.
But
That's why I don't go downtown.
But it's funny because they're spraying people with water guns to protest.
Well, that's not a big enough deterrent. They need to come to Nashville. Somebody can spray me while I'm going in the parking lot to Kroger. Ooh, that felt good.
But it's hot. That's
cares?
not a deterrent. What's in the water? Is it water? Because that's not a deterrent.
No, people be like, "Can you get my pack? I'm sweaty."
Yeah, this is fantastic. The
tourists,
the
cool you
townspeople
off.
just cool you off.
They were yelling about it, but I think they were just glad we were there.
I think they were cheering because we're in line for the Louvre.
Wow.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Which, if you want to spray a tourist
Yeah.
with something, or did you see
What?
the couple? I think they're unidentified. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're American.
I know what you're going to say. I think
And they were in a museum
Yep.
somewhere in Italy.
Mm-mm.
I think it was Italy. And there's like a chair, like an art exhibit.
Yep.
Maybe they should have had velvet ropes around it. I don't think it would have mattered.
No.
And they're
Not
taking
with this-
pictures. And the
Oh,
guy's
my.
like, I'm going to kind of pretend to sit on it. And like collapses the chair.
That went well. Yeah.
And then they just
Peace out.
skedaddle like there's no cameras in a museum. Have you seen Thomas Crown Affair? Like, there's cameras everywhere.
Yes. This is so ridiculous. Yeah.
And then why are you just going to jet? Just be like,
That's bad.
you got to just be like, hey,
you got
man,
to own up.
you got to be like, I'm an idiot.
Because, yeah.
Or just make up something, be like, I kind of stumbled. I didn't mean to. You can't just
Yeah,
bolt.
No, that's horrible. Everybody hates that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody had said, you know what, it was dumb, we shouldn't have done that, at least people would be like, well, at least they fessed up. You know what I'm saying?
That's why there's stuff like stay off the grass.
Yeah.
Or like no photos be on this point.
Right. Don't touch the baby kangaroos. You know? Stay on the path.
But yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't care. And then there was also related to heat dome. Is that what
Yeah.
we're calling it? Is that what they call it? The heat dome?
They're calling it a heat dome. I don't know why. I mean, I get naming hurricanes and such, but why we got to name heat waves? It just feels like a bad trend. Heat dome. Just call it a heat wave.
It's just hot.
It's just June 2025, and it's extra hot early in the summer.
I think domes you can open,
Yeah.
right? Or
yeah,
leave.
Right. Yeah.
Astrodome.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's other domes, Superdome, but like,
Yeah.
I don't think a dome is just where something happens.
Yeah, it's I guess a dome of heat, but that's lame. Yeah, it's hot. Global warming,
Yeah.
climate change. Few people have been saying it might get hotter, so I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There's a lot of stores on the street. It's the shopping dome. What? No, it's just where we are.
What's this place called? Kroger? No, it's Grocery Town.
But yeah, and then the opposite of being hot.
Yes.
There was a guy, I'm guessing in Switzerland.
Well, he's not in Nashville. Is he cold?
Yeah, and he tried to break the record for being buried in snow for some reason.
Why is this a thing?
Uh,
Who's been doing it?
he put his cold endurance to the test and broke a Guinness World Record by spending more than 2 hours buried in the snow while wearing only his swim trunks.
How do you not get frostbite?
Longest time spent in direct full body contact with snow. What are you doing?
Like, if you're sitting around, I don't know, say you're really hot, it's in the summer and you're all inside and you played Uno 17,000 times. What would you really like to do as a challenge? Well, there's some people that have made it this long just in the snow.
Yeah.
With nothing on. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna start training. What?
Yeah.
How many times do you get frostbite? How do you not get you not get hypothermia? But
True.
how do you not get frostbite?
I don't know. Maybe he's just crazy. I'm guessing.
Mental games? I don't know what. Yeah, that is. Okay, that does make me cold for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
If he's feeling real brave,
yeah,
go to Ruby Tuesday without a sweatshirt. Wait on your appetizer.
That is nothing.
I bet that same dude go to a restaurant and be like,
it's a little chilly in here.
I'm going to go get my sweatshirt. I'll be right back. Anyway.
No.
I don't understand that.
That's.
He is not in the heat dome.
No.
That's the dumb dome. I'm sorry. Or moron dome. Why would you do that?
I cannot imagine.
I bet if he goes on bike rides or bike rides, I bet he gets on one of those laying down kind.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The
Did
flag
you say
on it.
laying down kind?
Is that what it is?
I thought you said.
What's that called?
A reclining bike? I don't know. It looks like somebody said, do you want to get on a chaise lounge by the pool? Yeah, but can I put some wheels on it and some pedals so we can also go down the sidewalk?
Reclining? Oh, no.
Road bike. It's a road bike. It's that guy right there with the big front wheel.
The ultimate three-wheeled cruiser. I don't think that's ultimate? A cruiser, man.
A cruiser bike is just a bike.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Good gracious.
A three-wheeled cruiser.
It's $600. Yeah.
Y'all done lost y'all's mind.
I could think of other hobbies besides being in the snow and riding that thing right there that I would like to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe it's better for, like, maybe if you got back problems or...
Maybe so.
But maybe don't get on a bike. I don't know. Sorry. If I had enough issues for the only bike I could ride, I basically had to be in a lazy boy. I'd be like, maybe it's time to
pick something else.
Maybe it's time to do pickleball. Or,
yeah, right.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Little cornhole.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Don't hurt yourself. Ping pong. Let's just start small. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or just ping. Yeah. Let's not bite off more than we can chew. You're sitting down to ride.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Anyway.
Oh, so. I
guess, if it's hot.
Yeah. Drink some liquid. Straw, no straw, what have you. Whatever is your.
Yeah, get your bag of ice. Mm-hmm. Throw in your igloo cooler, strap it on the back of your three-wheeled bike, and ride to the Mexican restaurant and run inside.
Oh, stay cool.